The best part about UTEP and New Mexico State opening their seasons with each other rather than closing in years past. The slate clean and a chance to start the season undefeated. And for two teams who haven't seen a winning year each of the last three campaigns, what an opportunity for both to invigorate their fan bases so much more than one game on the line for UTEP and New Mexico State last night, the Battle of I-10. Those gentlemen fully aware, UTEP Athletic Director Jim Center, NMSU AD Mario Mocha. It was the first home game for the Aggies in over 600 days. That last was a win against UTEP. Last night, a bit of a different story. Aggies went 3-and-out on the opening drive. Miners took over. This is a welcome sight for UTEP fans. Gavin Hardison hooking up with Jacob Cowing. Pitch and catch on the sideline. A big play on the opening drive. Look, if that's any indication of the year in store for Gavin Hardison, look out. It'd be capped by a touchdown run by Deion Hankins, the Parkland grad, from 6 yards out. He gets into the end zone. Hankins would actually leave this game with injury. More on that coming up. The Miners strike first. They're up 7-0 later in the first. NMSU on offense. Jonah Johnson got the start, the junior college transfer. One he might want to forget about. Strip sack from behind, and the Miners pick it up, force the turnover. They take over with good field position. Ronald Awatt, this running back by committee. It's Hankins' backup, but he's running like the starter. 34 yards to the painted grass. Awatt, a career-long touchdown run for him, his fourth in a UTEP uniform. NMSU trying to get something going on offense to no avail. Tyreek James from the safety position coming up for the sack. That was a common theme. UTEP led 20-3 at halftime, but effectively put it to bed in the second. Opening drive, stop me if you've heard it before. Hardison to Jacob Cowing. Jailbreak, a career game from Cowing as he totaled over 100 yards receiving to go along with that touchdown. And then New Mexico State, I mean, the scoreboard, it's effectively over, but trying to put the ball in the end zone for some sense of momentum on 4th and 5 in the red zone, not going to happen. Praise Amahuli gets a big paw on it, knocks it down at the line of scrimmage. UTEP keeps New Mexico State out of the end zone entirely, and they dominate this one throughout. The Spade and Spittoon are crossing state lines. 30-3 the final score in this one. Dana Dimmel gets his first ever win over New Mexico State, and things are shaping up nicely on the schedule. They get Bethune-Cookman, an FCS opponent, in the home opener next week. Back to the matter at hand, UTEP 30, New Mexico State 3. ABC 7 sports director Adrian Ochoa had a front row seat to it all from Aggie Memorial Stadium. He caught up with the winners and losers from field level. Take it away, Adrian.
And that is how this one comes to an end here at Aggie Memorial Stadium. A 30-3 victory for the UTEP Miners, their first win against the Aggies since 2016. UTEP quarterback Gavin Hardison just on fire in this game. 249 yards to end the night, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. On the running back side of it, Ronald Awatt leading the way for the Miners with 74 yards and a touchdown, as well as Deion Hankins, a touchdown and 50 yards for the former Parkland Matador. The question for Hankins is, will he return next week? He did get hurt in the second quarter and did not return for the rest of the game. As for NMSU, you can tell it was a team still getting the rust off after not playing a fall season last year, playing 2 games only in the spring. For NMSU head coach Doug Martin, can't dwell on this loss. Have to look forward to next week when they hit the road to San Diego State.
We've got a long way to go. We've had a lot to have to overcome, and it's one game. We'll just reload and go play again next week.
You want to finish the drive with points on the board, with 7 points on the board. So I mean, it's really frustrating, but just gotta bounce back.
As for head coach Dana Dimmel, it was his first victory in the Battle of I-10. Of course, Dana Dimmel saying that this victory will be used for some momentum for next week's home opener against Bethune-Cookman.
It's a rivalry victory. It's great for us and exciting for us to have that. We haven't had it in a while, right? And so it was really nice for us to get that. But again, always good to get the, the victory against a rival.
But it really felt good because, just knowing all the hard work we put in over the off season and just the feeling we had after losing the games that we had the past years, and going out there, it just felt really good, just knowing all the work that we put in the off season and the summer and everything like that finally paid off.
So that wraps up the 98th edition of the Battle of I-10. Match number 99 will be going down next year at the Sun Bowl, and then back here for game 100 of the Battle of I-10. For now, these two teams will head their separate ways. UTEP's home opener against Bethune-Cookman at the Sun Bowl, while NMSU hits the road for their first road game at San Diego State. For now, reporting from Aggie Memorial Stadium, Adrian Ochoa, ABC 7.
Much more breakdown of UTEP and New Mexico State coming up tonight at 5 and 10. Don't want to miss it. We got more sports coming ahead. Stay with us.